Good evening. So, the title of this video is Why Does Everyone Think That I'm a Witch? I don't know, why so many people just assume I'm a witch. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did spells on this channel. Duh. So, if you ask me, here's your answer. Sometimes I feel like doing things witchy, sometimes I don't. But at the same time, that is probably what I have been the longest. It's my true nature. It's just my true nature. Do y'all like my outfit? Y'all like my look? Do y'all like my candelabra? I picked this up thrifting and I said I have to have it. It's so me. And these even move. So I can walk through my house and pretend I'm like in the old days and probably spilled wax everywhere. And then blame it on someone else. What witches would do. Okay, anyway. So do y'all like my collar? This is a removable collar. If y'all are on my Patreon, I just did a video for ghosts, symbolisms of ghosts, and we did a few ghost stories. I looked through a few books, gave some suggestions, and the next week's journaling prompt. So thank y'all to my Patreons who were there. And if y'all are on my Patreon, the video's up now on the Patreon. So y'all go check it out. So I have a funny story about this dress. I'm going to get into that in a second. I was on Poshmark. Y'all know the app, Poshmark. And I was looking at this dress. This is a velvet dress with just like this lace. It does not come with the white collar. This is a detachable collar. And I was like, oh, that's pretty. And it has like a lace in the back, like a corset lace in the back. And it comes past my knee. And it's an A-line. So it's like good velvet material. It's not that stretchy, cheap stuff. It's like quality made. And I didn't think that I bought it. And then here it comes in the mail. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't buy that. Maybe I did. I was, you know how like when you're out and about and you're not sure if the internet is working correctly and you don't know if the button you clicked went through or not. So I was on Poshmark board because I was waiting somewhere. And I thought I clicked on, make an offer. And I just saw the thing scrolling and I never knew it went through. And all of a sudden I get this in the mail. So I got to try that on. So it inspired me to cut my bangs. And because I wanted this witchy look. But I wear so many wigs, it doesn't really matter. This is my real hair. So I wear so many wigs that it doesn't matter if my bangs are short or too short or having a bad hair day or not, because I can just stick on a wig. I could do a glamour, is what I would call it. Throw on some wigs, makeup, a whole different outfit. You won't even know. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I think that's one thing. I think that's a cool thing about being witchy is that you can look one way and you can look another way, like a glamour, So if you ever notice, if you look on all my videos, I look different a lot. I like to change my looks all the time. That's just who I am. I did not dye my hair black. I have a spray that sprays black because I have gray hair because I am old. I'm older. And so it probably has a darker look to it. I cannot dye my hair because some of the chemicals in hair dye I do not agree with me. So it's probably why you always see me wearing lots of wigs. But I like to reinvent myself a lot. just by looks anyway, just because I get bored. Why not? It's a blank canvas. Do what you want. That's what I like to do. Like I wake up in the morning, I see a blank canvas and I create what I want to see that day. And I think that's the beauty of not caring about what other people think, being who you want to be when you want to be. That's what I do. And I basically have a lot of people always ask me, are you a witch? Are you a witch? What is a witch? I mean, what do witches do every day? They get up, brush their teeth, go to the bathroom. It's the same thing that most people do. I think y'all want to know something? Like people think that you're going to curse them or something. I think more people who don't consider themselves witches curse people more than quote unquote witches. Because witches are people that really know about certain things and they don't go around just using words to curse people unless they really mean it. But some people will just curse you out in their head for no reason, or just get mad and curse you out, or curse you, or wish bad things upon you, or da, 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 da. It's the same thing. So one just uses magical items, you know, energetic magical items that have been charged with words, vibrations, intentions, nature, and all that kind of stuff. Knowledge of self. Um, that's all that people use as far as witchcraft is concerned. You don't even need items, you use your own mind, candles, whatever. So it's putting actual thought, effort, and energy into what you want to see or what you want to happen. It's not just flying off the top of your, anger and just saying stuff that you really don't mean. It's really meaning what you say and saying what you mean and making sure that you're living or trying to at least live the life that you want to live. And also, if you are the type of person that would like to help other people do the same thing, a lot of witches, which I used to do, um, will help other people by teaching them, doing spells, readings, and all that kind of stuff. But you have to be careful because sometimes that can go, people will expect too much or will want too much from you that they're not willing to even do themselves. So you got to be careful on that. You really hope it's a wig. It's not a wig. It's my real hair. But since I wear so many wigs, it doesn't matter. Plus, I can brush my bangs back and still have my forehead. But see, that's the beauty of being who I want to be. It doesn't matter. Because um, a lot of people live for other people's approval. But I don't think a lot of witches do, or a lot of people that take their life into their own hands. I don't think they live for other people's approval because their opinions aren't affecting anything that they're trying to accomplish. So y'all just remember, don't allow people to do that. Yeah. So my hair gonna grow back, or I can stick a wig on it. There are bald people running around here, um, famous with wigs on daily. So it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Yes. I did the video already for the Patreons. It's up now. Did I put the wrong date? It was today. If I put y'all know me, I wake up don't know the date. It's the life of me. But it is up. The video up. I will make sure I'll go back and look. And if I made a mistake, I might go live for a few minutes tomorrow at the same time if I made that mistake. So y'all can get the ones who missed it will have some too. Um the life of a witch. Yes. So the life of a witch, you wake up, you go to the bathroom, you wash your hands, you brush your teeth, you go make you some coffee or tea or whatever you're drinking, some juice. You check your phone, see what's on there. I didn't really check my phone much. I made me some avocado toast and I ate that. I edited a video that I'm getting ready to put out, which is a vlog. It has lots of witchy stuff on it. It'll be cool. Y'all will like it. I went to this Midsummer's Festival. Had a concert. There was a concert there. Just it was fun, and Sasha and I went. Um, what else did I do? Oh, some gardening and hanging of herbs, and I made my own sage and lemongrass um, little bundles and things like that. Made my solid perfumes. If y'all haven't gotten, I have more. I made more because they sold out like the first 2 days. If y'all have not gotten your solid perfumes, the links are below. This one is called Nocturnal Gardens. This is the black one. And the pink, it'll be in a pink tin. It's called Victorian Gardens. One is a more daytime scent, one is an evening scent. So I've been also doing a lot of kitchen witchery. A lot of the essential oils that are in these solid perfumes are also good for attracting certain things, abundance, prosperity, attraction, da, 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 da. So you're going to be able to also get those effects. And I do use essential oil, so it's not like the cheap fragrance stuff. I will have some more coming in the fall with more fall scents. So that's going to be fun. This is the lifestyle that I enjoy. I love crafting stuff. I love being creative. I love filming and editing. I like going live and talking to you guys. I like dressing up. You got yours today? Did you like the way it smells? Dia says she got hers today. It smells good, don't it? You can even use it in your hair because it's a balm. So you can even use it in your hair, on your skin. It's really good in your hair. I put some in my hair and it smells good. Like when you walk by, you can just smell it because it does have oils in it. Coriander, sprinkle, sprinkle, because you are and I am too. I'm a demon. You are demon. You are demonolatress. Okay, a demonolatress. I like that. I like that name. I like how you know what I like? How people make up names and it sounds so good. You have to keep it. It's like you have to keep making up names because like I make up lots of stuff and it's a shame that I have to make it up. So I like when other people start creating names. It shows that you don't care and you're a creator. Like I'm gonna make it a word. That's how a lot of words got created, believe it or not. So you got to open yourself up to loving the unknown. Oh, yeah. You're not spiritually racist. I just don't understand witchcraft, but I'm willing to learn and not juggle others. Love you, Missy. Okay. Da, da, da. You know what? A lot of people aren't racist. They're just taught to be that way. Because most of the time, the unknown, you know, a lot of people study the same things, are interested in the same things, want to talk about the same things. And it is like if you did not have a camera and you didn't see anybody and it was just types, like people typing, you wouldn't know what you were talking to, who you was talking to, what they look like or not. It could be some Oompa Loompas if you didn't even know. Like Sasha told me, y'all know I always make fun of myself, right? That's something that I can do. But I allow my kids to do it somewhat. because that's how we have fun sometimes. Sasha said that I looked like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory with these bangs. So I went so I went and got, like, I have this top hat from Halloween and I put it on and I said, if I'm Charlie, then you the Oompa Loompa. Get to work. So, don't be afraid. Like, being witchy is also about owning everything. Like, own everything. Don't be ashamed of what you look like, how you feel, what you teach, what you like to do in your spare time, what movies you like to watch. Don't be ashamed of any of that, because a lot of that stuff leads to the path in your life that makes you happy, that makes you fulfilled, that makes you, prosperous, that brings you money. If I was not witchy or a witch, I'd probably be a broke person. Okay, for real. Honestly, I'd be broke. I would personally not have what I have. I mean, I'm never gonna be broke, but I would have less. I'll just say that. A lot less. Hmm. Because it allows me to be creative and to think and to do what I like to do, feel how I want to feel, write about stuff that I want to write, read about stuff that I'm interested in, that leads to, thinking on different levels for different topics on other subjects that have nothing to do with the paranormal, the supernatural, spirituality, or anything, but just in business, in the real world, and dealing with certain people, in knowing when to do something and when not to doing something, trusting your intuition when it comes to dealing with normal people. Like, there's certain things that, if you were not into, quote unquote, the unknown, that would miss you. You wouldn't listen to your intuition. You would just go by what everyone else is doing or what everyone else is saying. But this side of me allows me to listen to my intuition, or to refer to something that, you know, more spiritual, to give me more direction. I just don't make rash decisions. I will, if I'll pull out my oracle cards or my pendulum, or I'll do some research or whatever. But I'm not getting ready to just make a decision because everyone else is doing it. That's the part of me where I will always, um, like, consort to my witchy side, always. Now, I can look like, you know, your next door neighbor. I could switch these wigs real quick and these clothes and my speech, but I'm going to still have the same mentality. So I will always have that intuition, and that I will always confer to myself first. Like, I'll always ask myself before I make a major decision, is this wise? This is something I should be doing. Let me use my intuition to see if this is the right thing to do. I'm not just going to hop and react. I'm going to create a way to see if I need to react or not. So I don't react most of the time. I think before I react. And so I think a lot of people who are less, intuitive or witchy or spiritual or whatever, react faster because they don't ask themselves, they don't slow down and see, or they don't weigh their options. Is this a wise decision? What will this lead to? Because that's a lot of, like, if a lot of people are afraid of the unknown, but when you react to a situation, you don't know the results of that reaction. That's unknown. But when you sit down and you consult yourself, or some oracle cards, or just listen to your inner voice and your intuition, and maybe think, if I make this decision in 5 days from now, how's my life going to change? That is less of the unknown than making a decision and not thinking about what's going to happen. So it's kind of funny that people are afraid of the unknown, but they make quick, rash decisions that lead to the unknown. So, yes, I am a. Someone says, "Oh, I can't, like, the title of this video." Yes, I don't know, like, why do people think I'm a witch? Like, I don't know who gave it away. Like, I mean, I don't know why they think that. Just have these candelabras everywhere and ghosts and no ghosts everywhere in my house. You said steampunk? It's a candelabra that I thrifted, but if that's what y'all want to call it. Y'all want to see something else I thrifted? I got this today too. I don't know what I'm going to put in here though. What do y'all think? You know what I might put in here? Because I have flowers. And if I do my dried flowers, because I use a lot of my dried flowers in my solid perfumes, I might put like a mixture of like dried flower potpourri in here and just use it as I make my solid perfume. I like having stuff that's pretty that I can also display. So this is probably old. I don't know. Oh, Tasha, sprinkle, girl. Appreciate that. I also got this thing. This looks witchy, don't it? So you put like a tea light candle here and a bowl, and you can put oils in it, wax melt, whatever. A mini cauldron. I think I have one. Let me see. I don't know if it's gonna fit. No, it's too small. But if it was bigger, I have one that's bigger that I use for other things. But you can even get like a glass bowl. It doesn't matter, or a ceramic bowl, and use it to like burn essential oils or heat wax. So y'all want to hear a good story? It's not a good story, but I ordered some wax base, like some base for making my solid perfumes online. They sent it to me and it was rancid. The oil had gotten rancid in it and I was so mad. You know that weird smell? And so I didn't want to waste it. So I poured it into some molds to make wax melts for your little, wax burners. And it smells like my perfumes. So I'm using those around my house. And what I was thinking about doing is also start to sell some of those as well. I'm putting on my candles with my. Also start to sell some of those for people that don't really like to do perfume, but they want their house to smell good. So some little wax burners. Do I cleanse the items you thrifted? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on what I'm going to use them for. So like this one, I will probably cleanse since I'm going to be using them in, making my stuff. But just like regular stuff that I don't really use for certain purposes, I don't cleanse because it's like a lot of people think that your spiritual stuff can be left on something. That's everywhere. You can go to Walmart and somebody didn't touch the shirt in a bad mood and you buy that brand new shirt and don't go home and cleanse it. The lady that rang it up at the register could be thinking evil thoughts while touching your shirt. The stock person who put the shirt up on the rack could be thinking the same evil thoughts or negative thoughts or, could have left some corona, I don't know, on it. But at the same time, a lot of people don't think about those things. They just think, oh, it's old and it might hold some energy. Yeah, everything holds energy. So I try to think like that. But at the same time, if I feel that I need to cleanse an object, if I feel like I do, I will. But if I don't, I won't. I like to see what that's why I like to thrift, because I like to see what the energy is about. Like, call me curious. Most workers fold them clothes upset at customers, messed up their department. They all probably in a bad mood. Could you imagine? So I don't think, this object is cursed or bad or something like that. Look, a cursed object, I have a book called Cursed Objects. I haven't really started to read it yet, but I'll probably review it on this channel for y'all. Um, but transmutation is a powerful thing. That's all I can tell you. Transmutation is a powerful thing. I mean, look at the movie Annabelle. They took a doll that was haunted and killed people and made millions of dollars on it. Curse for some, blessing for others. See? So I tend to think on the more positive side than the negative side. You said best books for newbie witches. I would say definitely, I always suggest a symbol book. Any book on symbols, because symbols are so important. You can use them in so many ways. A symbol can be a spell in itself, but definitely get like an encyclopedia of symbols. As far as like spell work is concerned, there's so many beginner books. When I was young, they didn't have beginner books. They just had books. Okay, that's how old I am. They didn't have beginner in the title. Do y'all remember back in the old days? They just had the witchcraft, Wicca, Santeria, da da da. They just had the title of what the book was about, what type of spells were in it. They didn't have for beginner witches. They didn't have none of that. So we just had to get in where we fit in. So I don't have any of those new books. I got these older books that just come right out and say it, But my first witchcraft book, I will show you. I got it when I was 13 and I still have it. I'm so proud. I still have this book. Hold on, I'm gonna go get it. And I bought it with my own money. Isn't that crazy? All right, don't laugh. This is called Wiccacraft, the Modern Witch's Book of Herbs, Magic, and Dream. I was 13 years old. I didn't know what to buy, y'all. But this is what I got because they didn't have too many options, first of all. And I'll tell y'all the story about how I got this book. So, y'all see how old it is? So this book is old because y'all know how old I am. But I got this book when I was 13 years old. 13 or 14. So it's by this lady, Jarena Dunwich or Dunwick. Do y'all have this book? Probably not. So old. So I would read this book all day, every day. It has like a lot of what the correspondences to plants and different herbs and Sabbaths. And I don't know. I was just 13. What was I gonna know? Gods and goddesses, what they represent, like fertility, just the like basics. So this was it has trees in here, their spiritual meaning. This was my first one. It has like all the herbs and the planet stuff in there. Trees and what their goddesses and gods associations are. So dream magic, prophetic dream spells, like stuff you can do at home with simple, like a lot of the stuff was like simple herbs that you can get. So 13 years. I don't know how old that is. Y'all do the math. Let's see. It was published in 1991. That's Told you I'm old. This is my first book, and I still have it. My mom did not know I had this book. I kept a little shoebox in my closet with my tarot cards, this book, some other stuff up in there, and I still have it. So I'm very glad I kept it. So it says Wicca Craft, the Modern Witch's Book of Herbs. I didn't consider myself Wiccan. I just didn't know what to buy. But this does give you a lot of knowledge because it's just lots of knowledge. Now, there's some symbols in there. I'm like, why did I circle that? Not that I should go back and think about it. What was I thinking about at 13? It goes into all the tools and what they're for. But anyway, I'll tell y'all the story how I got this book. So I'm in junior high school, and there's this witchcraft store across the freeway and about 2 to 3 miles from my home. I don't have a car because I'm 13. I'm not getting ready to ride a bike because I'm too cool and I don't want to cross under a bridge or a freeway with a bike. So I get my brother and a couple of friends, and we're all going to walk down to this witchcraft store, right? We're going to walk. So I have never walked this far under a freeway. It's kind of dangerous, right? My mom didn't know about it, but I had to get to the store and she wasn't going to take me because, So we all got together and we walked. It was hot, humid, but after about an hour, maybe 30 minutes, it seemed like a long time, but maybe a while, we got there and the store wasn't very big. So we were just walking around and looking at stuff, crystal balls, stones. I was looking at the tarot cards and the books. I had saved my little birthday money, and I purchased this book and I still have my first deck of tarot cards. And I used to use those to read tarot as well. So I bought this and my tarot cards and probably something else, but this is all that I have that I remember. So I bought that, and that's how I learned tarot. I started practicing and learning then, and that's how I learned a lot about symbols and different gods, goddesses, and planets and herbs and all that kind of stuff at 13 through this. And I still have it because I thought it was kind of cool to keep. My dad gave me a book. He mailed it to me. I'll show you that one. Sorry, y'all. He mailed me this. I'm like, this one is pretty good, actually. Even though I'm not a Wiccan, he mailed me this like maybe a couple of years ago because he knew I was all into this kind of stuff. And this one has a lot of good spells in it. And it's by Marion Singer and Trish McGregor. And there's so much packed into this one little book. I was learning so much. I'm not Wiccan, but it has everything in here, like the herbs, the crystals, the candles. So I would say if you're a beginner at anything, start off with this. Or like I have Santeria books too. It's kind of very similar. A lot of stuff, spills over into other things, and you'll see all the similarities. So I think a lot of people start off with the simplest first, the easiest to understand. I like this book because it gives you like common sense knowledge too. Like pay attention. Use your intention. How to create positive energy. It tells you how to get through lean times, like when stuff is not going good. So it gives you advice as well as spells. So it's just a well-written book. where the person actually wanted to help someone at the same time, I guess. Thank you, you're a Scorpio lady. So my dad gave me that. It's kind of weird your dad sent you something, but your mom was like, no. It's like, yes. Thanks, Dad. Now I know where I got it from. He sent me some other books too that's kind of strange and crazy and weird too. And I'm like, this too much. Hold on. It's like, hold on. If you read all of this, then you know something I don't know. I need to catch up. Where you think? What are my thoughts on Ifa and Ifa? Like, I was not raised in certain cultural magics. I'm self-taught on everything. Like y'all heard my story. Y'all seen the first book I got. I wasn't raised in cultural magic, but my father was, and I could ask him that stuff all day. Um, but see, I wasn't because my mom and dad separated or they got divorced when I was 3 years old. So I don't have that part of it, but he does. I think there is a video of him and I speaking, like on the playlist called Talks. He said, not a witch, but an alchemist. I mean, witches, alchemists, is I keep learning alchemy that has a specific purpose to get to the philosopher's stone. Witchcraft also has another purpose. Like there's different purposes. Like some people want the philosopher's stone. Some people want the elixir of life. Some people want to create the life that they want. Some people want to live in a magical world. Da, 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 da. You know, um, it depends on your purpose, what you're labeling yourself. And I don't, that's why I said I don't like to label myself. If I feel like dressing like this, if I like to wear black, if I want to look like this, if I want to drink out of a cauldron cup every morning and James knows it and put it in the coffee under the coffee pot because he knows this is my cup every day, then so be it. You know, if I'm surrounded by journals and books and weird stuff, that's my life. You know, that's the life that I wanted, and that's the life I created for myself, and that's the life that I am the most comfortable in and unapologetic for. So, um, you said there should be a spell to keep people out of jail. Yeah, don't get caught spell. The don't get caught spell. To know the judge spell. Look, people doing the wrong type of spells. Know the judge spell. That's like out of the box thinking. Stay out of jail spells. How about know the judge spell? How about look too good to go to jail spell? Like Prison Bay did not stay in jail too long. Somebody went and bailed him out. Y'all remember him? How bind the judge? You said bind the judge. Oh my goodness. Have y'all seen those videos where a lot of those people in the courtroom, they make the judge get up and leave and their cases dismissed just by knowing certain things like magical words, wearing beads or whatever. It said if that judge gets up and walks off that bench, case dismissed. Know how to do that? I don't know. How to know if your business name has the right energy? How do I calculate letters? Um, you want to hear the weirdest thing? I didn't do any of that. I just allowed my intuition to do that. I trusted myself and allowed whatever ideas flowed on the paper, and I did not do any of those things. And you can always change your name later, but you know what the most interesting thing is when you just choose and it's correct, or when you just choose and it's, it works for you. So, taking the mystery out of it by doing those type of things is one way, or trusting your intuition is another way, or a little bit of both, because Mhm. I've heard that some people, draw sigils and stuff and put it on, like in their logos and stuff like that, or on their websites or whatnot. So, I mean, you can do those things too. You said no judge, you're going to jail. Right. Am I able to read the word around me the way I do? I tapped into some other. It's like a hidden language that we all speak through body language. Nothing is hidden. Like, I think the more, I don't want to, the more you know, the more you see, the more you see, the more you realize how many other people see, and the more conscious you are. But at the same time, if you're still in that stage where you're getting comfortable, using certain words or not using certain words, it's like you're trying, but you're not trying too hard. I want you wanting it to be natural instead of forced. You want it to be through experience and, learning instead of memorization and study. That a lot of people um, study and memorize, some people, because they have to, depending on their occupation. But some people learn by, you know, just feeling their way. hmm It's been living. You've been living real esoteric lately. My world has been magical, and it's magic police out there too. Y'all are so funny. The magic police. Magic police, magic FBI, magic gangsters, magic everybody. But you know what? If it's magic, like Stevie Wonder say, so if it's magic and it goes by universal law, then all is mind. Therefore, you know, transmutation. Like, combine all of that, and like, I don't like to go into like how I think too much because it's just my way of thinking, but it doesn't stop most people. hmm you got to think. You got to think outside the box. You got to think like what, like Aretha Franklin said, you better think. Gonna let yourself be free. Freedom. Okay, she was trying to tell y'all. She said, "Oh, I know this is a whole different song." So she said, RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. I know she didn't write the song, but she sang it. So find out what it means to me, not what it means to you, not what it means to them, but what it means to me. I got an old original Aretha Franklin 45 record downstairs with the respect song on it. Okay. Get them old vinyls. They speak to you. They change your frequency totally. Just go get them old vinyl albums and play them. Try to find the originals if you can. If not, get you an old record player and get you some old vinyls and sit down and listen to them sometimes. Because the frequency has been embedded into those records, those vinyl albums, and they can embed themselves into you deeper than digital. Oh, Shay Fonda, Sparkle Sparkle. Appreciate that. You said vinyls got that touch. I know. And when you listen to them, it's like you can hear stuff that you didn't hear in the digital. Hmm. You said do some Santa Muerte videos. Um, I have a lot of books. Um, she's someone I used to work with a lot, and when I was really uh, working with certain energies. um, so yeah, like she never did me wrong. I could tell you that. So, but I also used to work with the dead. I was also a mortician, so that could be also why. Because like we both have similar had similar occupations. Hmm. Magic sorcery. Oh, I want to show y'all something that I got. Now this is not thrifted. I did see some of these thrifted, but I did not get them like a while back. Ooh, y'all know what those are? Health balls. Health balls. What is that? What they're calling them now? Health balls. Tai Chi or Tai Chi Chuan, literally supreme ultimate fist, is an internal Chinese martial art often practiced with the aim of promoting health and longevity. Um, basically, the jingle glow. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. There are various acupuncture points in the palm of one's hand. When exercising with the balls, the points are stimulated. This is said to stimulate blood circulation, improve memory, relax muscles and joints, relieve stress, and promote sleep. By practicing daily, you will maintain good memory, clear thinking, and stamina, ultimately prolonging your life. So, I'll show you what they look like. They're like these little enamel jingly ball. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they beautiful? Okay, and it comes in this little box. And you're supposed to like go like this without them touching. So if they touch you, you ain't doing it right. So and it exercises your hands. So I was doing it really good without touching them earlier. I think it's because I'm just nervous. Oh, it's easier if you hold it flat or slow it down. That way you have more control. I like the sounds too. So if I slow down, they don't touch. And I can feel like the blood circulation and also like the concentration. You can also meditate with these, like, and think about stuff. Like the less I think about it, the easier I can do it without touching. So let's see if I can do it with this hand. I don't know about this hand. The left hand ain't working. So I dropped it. Maybe if I go the other way. I think I have carpet up here. It's not going to work in that left hand. I'm going to have to practice with that hand. I'm going to do both. Before y'all know it, I'm going to be doing both. Never mind. I'm right-handed, y'all. So, as you can tell. I got these at a store called Earthbound in the mall. Also got me some Egyptian musk incense. The cones. They have the big cones. And I burned one earlier before this live. And I got this little wooden thing because I had a ceramic one that was really pretty, but someone broke it. But I have incense burners everywhere, but this one is just going to go downstairs in my bedroom. So I just bought another one. I also got this cool aroma necklace. It's like a little vial with the cork in it, and you can pour essential oils in it, or this one is just calm. Stay calm. They had different ones like relax, calm, energy, and what was it? There was another one. It comes with a little dropper, intuition, influence, or something. I don't know. Just a different oil. And this one is, I think, lavender. Let's see. It's lavender, bergamot, mandrake, cedarwood, lemon, chamomile, and can't see that last one. Bowman. I don't know what that is. This smells good. It's like if there's like a sweet smell to it. It's almost like a candied lavender sweet. It's almost like someone has lavender air freshener or a lavender oil burner, and also they're making lemon cake in the background. That's what it smells like. Lemon cake and lavender mixed together. And this is so cool. It has like this little, I guess they had to fasten the ball to the top. And it's just a little bottle. They had different ones. But it's real pretty. So I guess you use the dropper. I'm gonna do it here. And you just fill it up. And whenever you need to smell a whiff of something to calm your nerves or just to smell something good, because sometimes you go to places and it stinks, you just open that up and it stinks in there sometimes wherever you go. And so I don't want to fill it up too much. I filled it up about to here, a little bit more than half, and then make sure the cork is sealed. And then weird. I got this at Earthbound too. Oh, thank you, PK and Sprinkle Sprinkle. He said, would Michael Jackson approve of that scent? Of course. So I also have another scent locket on. So this locket opens up, but there's holes in it, so you can smell. I have essential oils on like a cotton pad in here, and I walk around all day and I smell like rose, lavender, mint, and stuff like that, and I don't smell everybody else. And a lot of times, like I was reading one of my books, sweet smells attract more positive energies. Stank smells or pungent smells attract lower energies. So I try to keep myself, that's why I also make the perfumes. I try to keep myself smelling as good or sweet, not necessarily sweet or floral, or with a little musk, or just something that smells good and not, you know, don't walk around just, you know. So incense, oils, keep your house smelling good, and it will attract less negative energies. That's why witches always got stuff burning and oils cooking and um potpourri and flowers and stuff everywhere, because it does not allow for lower energies to come into your house. So your body is also like your home, like when you're away from your home. And see, I just put it in my hair, and when I walk around I just smell good. Okay, everywhere I go. So um this is something you can keep, or you can get a scent locket. And just it the body heat will kind of heat that smell on you, and it'll just smell good. And you don't have, like, if you're in a area that smells really bad, you don't have to smell that, but your body and your frequency will be higher naturally because of the energies from the essential oils. So these plants and these herbs and these flowers also have a vibration and a frequency. So when you create like a scent locket with it, you're also raising your frequency with that smell from those herbs. Now that's alchemy. So remember, I also have one for my car. It's like you put it on the vent, and you put a scent pad in it with the essential oils on it. And when your vent blows, you can smell the essential oils. So I have that in my car as well. I also got it from Earthbound. I think I did a haul where I showed you guys. It was like a tree of life on it. So that's why I love perfumes too. I was always buying perfumes. I love perfumes, body sprays, da da da. I've noticed that body sprays and like cheap spray perfumes don't last very long. So the essential oils will last days, especially if they're like, really potent and strong. And they last a long time, and you don't have to keep reapplying. It's cheaper, and you can create your own custom scents. And most perfumes that are expensive are more oil based anyway. And that's why I did the solid perfume, because it holds that oil. It has, the oil base in it, and it will last longer than any spray on perfume. And alcohol, what alcohol means, spirits, um, spirit eater or something like that. So it may attract the spirits, because like when you have an altar and you put out alcohol, it may attract spirits. So if you're trying to stay free of any type of negative energies, or if you're only trying to attract more positive frequencies, then a solid balm, because in the old days, witches used to make balms. They didn't have no spray perfume. They had tinctures they drank, or balms, because balms stay on. They don't attract certain energies. And now they've started to make essential oils, solid perfumes, blah 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 blah, and more marketable. So this can also serve as a balm for, same thing. A lot of people will anoint themselves with certain oils or balms before they do spell work or whatnot, um, to keep the negative energies away, or for protection, and da 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 da. So definitely very useful. Hmm. And also smell good too. Like people like, oh, what's that you're wearing? And the good thing about like essential oils, you can like, even a man can like customize his own cologne. I might do a couple of scents for men or unisex or whatever. More of a like masculine smell in the future as well. So we'll see. Hmm. You said, what's a great pair? Sandalwood and black coconut. Yeah, I like sandalwood smell. Um, you like when people say you smell good? Yes. I just like to smell good, and I like to smell scents that smell good. So, like that scent magic, I guess I call that scent magic. That's why perfumes are such a huge industry because um it attracts, it brings in certain things, the perfume industry is one of the top industries, and it's because it is magical. It's a frequency, you know. You ever seen y'all know I have a sense of humor, so no one take this the bad in the wrong way. You ever seen somebody that weren't so attractive, but then they walked in and they smelled good? Like, who's that? It totally changed your view of somebody, and they smell good. And they got on that good old cologne or that sweet smelling perfume for y'all guys. And when somebody walk in, you might not be attracted to them in that way, but you don't see them in a negative way as you would have saw them if they didn't have on that perfume or that cologne. You know what I'm saying? It changes your perspective. It changes that person's frequency and how the rest of the it's almost like a glamour for your nose. So um you said seeing a man with a beard before seeing him shaved. Like, where's your lip? Where's your mouth? Where's your jaw? Um they be looking like a rat when they shave. Yeah, I remember the first time I saw what's his name? Harding, the the basketball player on TV with no beard. I was like, what happened? What happened to him? It didn't look right. Like, I think that's why a lot of men grew beards back in the old days too. It made them look more masculine. Hmm. Disneyland pumps out scents to make you buy their stuff. I'm gonna have to wear my own scent to repel, to fight temptations. Actually, I'm going there to shop anyway, so it just might help me stay in the mood. Yeah, I'm going to Disney World actually. I'm going on vacation. Y'all say I know ever go on vacation. I'm taking my daughter to Disney World for her birthday. It's so that's where we're going. Yes, Disney is very magical. I'm also gonna try to go to Universal Studios too. Vanilla in shops make people shop more. Okay, I'm gonna. Too bad they don't have like scents on computers. Like you get on a website, it squirts out a scent, and you go to my website, you don't have a 4D computer yet. Where am I staying? One of the resorts. We got to go all out for the birthday. I look like one of the villains, the Disney villains right now, like Evil Queen, maybe. Um, you know how some people go to Disney World and they try to dress like one of the Disney characters or have a theme? I'm gonna be a villain. It's gonna be my thing. And I'm like, oh, she's a villain, definitely. That's my look right now. It might change because I'm gonna be with my kids. I might be princess that day, but I can switch it up quick. I go from princess to villain in the same day. Switch my wig. Okay. You said we got a witch. Yeah. I can be a princess or the villain. Wow. or I can be both. I can make a compromise. Switch my wig. Yep. Like the beauty of disguise, the master of disguise. Ha, ha. You say it's hot. I know it's hot. I don't feel the heat. I just be you know, that's so funny. People always talk about how hot it is, how hot. I've worked in so many different places that have been hot. I don't get super hot. I do get hot. That don't get me wrong. I don't like the heat that much, but I can stand it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been everywhere. My temperature can stand certain things. Like I used to work. Y'all remember I told you I went to culinary school. I used to work in hot kitchens for hours, 8 hours a day, sometimes. Um, been to the crematorium. Hmm. I live in Texas in a hot, humid heat. Been through hurricanes with no power for days. I guess I'm adapted. You went to culinary school too, for real? Do you feel like talking about the trip to space today? I don't follow the news. Like, I don't watch the news. I turned the news on the other day by accident, and I was like, dang, I missed a lot. What's really going on? Like, what I've noticed is if I don't watch it, my mood is wonderful. I create what I want. I don't see what's happening on the other side of the world. I don't see what's happening with other people. I don't even know or care. I'm too busy creating my life and what I want and shopping and learning and reading and stuff like that. Like it, if I was interested in it, I might have watched it. If I was looking, if that was something that really sparked my interest, I would have known about it. But since it's not, I didn't go looking for it. Um, I missed the floods of the century. Well, I guess I missed them. um, I'm sure a lot of people on the other side of the world missed the floods over here too when they happened here. But at the same time, I've gone through a lot of changes as far as what I watch on TV now. Like, I don't watch sensationalized news anymore. Hmm. You watch snippets and move on. Hmm. The floods, the moon, the earthquakes, none of that is new. Right. That's been happening forever. It's just where it's happening and to the extent that it's happening. So, what's my favorite crystal to wear? Like on a necklace? I have different ones. So depending on what I need to wear them for, I can switch them up. So the energies that I want to work with or attract, I choose that crystal if I want to use it, or I put it in my pocket, or I have some in my purse for balance and stuff like that. Like if you go in my purse right now, you'll find a bag of crystal, just like giant bag. Um, in my car, you know, in the washer machine, I saw in the washing machine, I saw a stone that had like was in my pocket, and it like I see it like sitting in the window of the dryer. because it came out. Like I forgot to take it out of my pocket. Um, they're everywhere. Like I can't go anywhere without seeing a stone or a crystal in my house. Hmm. How do I feel about crystals versus stones? I think they work well together. Um, I have both, and I keep them together. Like I think one is more used for interdimensional work or multidimensional work, while others are used for more grounding work. So both. I like both. I did download that rock identifier app and it was wrong on most of my rocks. So I deleted it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about. I deleted that thing because it was super wrong. It was guessing at best. Like they'll identify the simple things that you can already identify yourself if you know what color your colors, but like the weird looking stuff they don't be identifying it. You got to go and like Google for 2 hours to find it. Like what is this stone? It has purple and green and brown in it. What is it? You said far from a witch, but beautiful beyond measure. Oh, well, I don't like labeling myself. That's why I entitled the video that. So like I just like a lot of the I don't know. I don't like labeling myself. It's too many words to describe me to just use one. Come on now. You know, I have a crystal book, a crystal Bible. I got about five of those. I'm telling you, I have all of those things and I know what the stones are. I was testing the app. You know what? It's always best to have books because when the electricity and the Wi-Fi goes out, those books will come in handy. Or when you're somewhere where there's no Wi-Fi or something like that, you always have those books you can carry with you. My hairstyle is my dream. Your dream hairstyle. Do you know? Do you realize I cut this myself? I was in the mirror one day because I already had bangs, right? But they were like not like this. So I went in that mirror. I got my scissors and I went. I did that myself. I was like, I'm gonna make me some bangs that that doesn't go over my eyeballs and shapes my face like this, and then I can always pull them back or put a wig on. Um, that's why I think I did it because I'm not stuck with it. Like I don't have to wear my own hair every day. I could switch it up. Like tomorrow I could be blonde. Tomorrow I could be a redhead. I could have a bob. We don't know. So you said, why would I go to Disney World? I'm supposed to be a person and awaken of knowledge of self because I can do what I want. I don't have any like I should be able to walk in any space in any place if I am awakened with knowledge. I should have no boundaries. I should be boundless. That's how you know you're truly on a path of seeking that type of thing. I should be able to walk in any place and do anything. I don't fear. I don't care about them spraying stuff to make me want to buy stuff. I'm gonna buy stuff anyway. I don't care about the magic that they do. I do magic too. Have the governments and have the government that y'all vote for, get funds from, be doing magic too. All the hospitals, the clinics, the products we buy. So what's the difference? One is just more um, known than the others. I can walk into anywhere and be fine. I am an awakened person, and I already know that I've been to Disney World. I've seen what they do. And they got Captain EO still up, and I definitely will be going to see Captain EO again. And I'm going into the Haunted Mansion. And then I'm going to Universal Studios. And then I'm going to go visit my dad because he lives in Florida too. And so everybody can go wherever they want as long as they don't have any type of fear. I think a lot of people, I don't know if you're fearful or if you don't believe in certain things or you think you're going to get some type of energy put on you. Well, counteract it before you go. I'm going to Disney dressed like the villain. What they gonna do? Embrace me? Or I could be a princess. What are they gonna do? Exploit me? Or I just go as a mom with her daughters. You know. Yes, they put subliminal messages and stuff. They put it in commercials too, everywhere. Mhm. I mean, the name of the main part of Disney World is called the Magical Kingdom. I mean, everybody knows it's magical. Every night they do fireworks. Everything is magical about Disney. So I always say, if there's something that you don't feel like you should be doing, figure out why. And if it doesn't make sense, or if you can't counteract it or transmute that energy, then don't do it. Like I've done so many. I've walked through the graveyard at night, worked a graveyard shift in a graveyard. I've been a mortician. I've seen cadavers and all these type of things in the medical schools that would actually, haunt some of you guys' dreams for years to come. I've seen what people look like after not being found for 2 weeks in a hot summer with no air conditioner. I've seen too much to be scared of Disney World. So I'm go straight to Disney World. I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? I'm here again. So like nothing can really get to me like that. I've seen too much. But you can't show me nothing at Disney World. You can't show me anything in the Disney movies and the hidden subliminal messages that will disturb me because I've already seen too much. So guess they're gonna have to just bypass me with whatever they plan on brainwashing me with because I probably could see them all away. Hmm. You remember my story about shadow people? Have I been seeing them lately? No. Haven't been seeing them lately. I haven't seen them for a long time. Since I moved from Sugarland. I used to live in Sugarland, or was it Missouri City? It's like on the border of Sugarland and Missouri City. And I actually talked about that earlier on my Patreon live video. Hmm. You live in Orlando, and there's truly a certain type of magic here. It's magic that feels good and it's exciting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I'm a business like Disney World, I'm gonna throw some magic up in there too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have all these people coming in and out of your amusement park, you're trying to make money. You have to employ all these people. You gotta pay all these bills. You better throw some magic in there to stay open and survive through hurricane after hurricane, viruses. I mean, you have to survive. You better throw some magic in there. Hmm. I think it's because of what Miami has a high concentration of Santeria workers. Yeah. Um. I mean, I live in Texas. They everywhere too. Like you go down the street to the doctor's office, and next door is a Santeria priestess next to the doctor in a nice shopping center. Not no trashy one, but a nice one. High quality, like the kind that look like houses that are built in like this really nice shopping center. Like she's right next to the orthopedic doctor. Okay, you said in NYC too. They're everywhere. Like I live in Texas, like it's everywhere. You can go to the grocery store and get Santeria. Uh, you can do a Santeria haul in the grocery store. Um, so it's very prominent here. I have like a box full of those candles. Those um, candles in the glass jars that they sell in the Santeria section. And I used to use a lot of those candles. I used to burn them all the time. If y'all remember me from back in the day, I used to do candle work for clients using those candles. And I really used to be a person that used a lot of um, the magic associated with candle workings and Santeria and all that. Like it works. I know it does. So I don't down any type of magic. I just say whatever feels most comfortable to you, when it feels comfortable to you, use it. You said Disney makes $6 million a day. Dang. You said be scared of the living, not the dead. Exactly. Like why are people scared of the dead? New Orleans is best. Your spirit people are there. Yeah, I love New Orleans too. Is there a spell to use to help you find your purpose? I think people find their purpose through their passion. What's your passion? You know, what do you enjoy doing that you would do for free, but something you get paid for? And start there. You said call Anubis. He can help you find your passion. Y'all work with Snoop Dogg. All right. Y'all go get that 13 Crimes wine and drink it with Snoop on it. That wine was actually good, like compared to some nasty wine I drank after it. But I guess that's because I haven't drank wine in a long time. Like to taste it, and yeah, don't laugh at me because like I associate Snoop Dogg with Anubis. I'm sorry. He's that archetype, but also you're in New Orleans now, and all the spiritualists that you've encountered are trash. You got kicked out of a voodoo shop today and told I was evil. Where are the authentic witches and warlocks here? How are you going to go in there? That's like going to church and questioning the preacher. A lot of those people who are doing those types of jobs there, they're not the real. Like you probably in the French Quarter and stuff. You can't. Okay, the real workers don't can't afford to work over there. They somewhere. Well, they can, but they're not going to be over there with all those type of people. You need to go like out to the outskirts. You see what's wrong with being evil. You got to go like somewhere that's not so commercialized. You said they felt your energy. You're evil. I would never call anybody evil. They know if they're evil. You don't have to tell them. I've been to Louisiana several times, New Orleans, Lake Charles. I've been to Opelousas. I've been to a bunch of different places. I've been into people's houses that they live out in the country in the middle of nowhere. Like a lot of that magic, you don't like that real southern Louisiana magic. It's not in the French Quarter. I've been to a party in an old abandoned house in the middle of nowhere in a small country town. They just like you just drive up, like you just see trees and a gravel road, and then this empty house. It was like an old shack looking house, and you go in and you hear music. I'm like, what? It's a party in an abandoned house. What? How fun! Let me go experience this. And then like I pull up to this giant tin barn, and oh, it's a gumbo festival with Zydeco musicians. Okay, I'm going, and I'm. This was a long time ago when I was like very young. I'm going in, I'm eating, and I'm dancing, even though I can't dance until I'm not to Zydeco anyway. Listen, so it's fun, My that's where my mom's side of the family is from. So I didn't get any sundown town vibes. I was riding with other people, so I don't know. I did. They knew they knew because they were from there, so I didn't. Hmm. Oh yeah, I love gumbo. I even had to figure out how to make vegan gumbo because I love it so much. It was hard to um I missed it when I became plant based. So they have so many good alternatives now that you can actually make plant based gumbo. Mhm. And the kids like it too. They like it. What is the most magical city I've ever been to? That's a good question. Hmm. Well, where like I gotta really think about that. I've been to a lot of places like that would say is magical. Hmm. I'll say where I've experienced. I don't know if I would call it magical. I'll give you two examples. Okay. I definitely feel where I live, and I live near Houston, very magical, Galveston, but for different reasons. But other than where I live, um, I would say Mexico. Um, Not That's not a city, but I've been to several cities in Mexico, so I'll just have to name a few. Um, when I was very young, went to I can't. Okay, I remember now. It's called Ciudad Victoria on a church missionary trip. Now, y'all know I'm not religious. Went for other reasons, free trip, not free trip to Mexico with other youth. Y'all know. Y'all know why we went to the youth church. It wasn't for the church. Anyway, so we went there and there was this like mountain town that we went up into. I don't remember the name of it. It was real like a village. And we were supposed to walk around and they was gonna go door to door and minister or to these people, but I was not down for that because I didn't believe in it. So so me and my friend, so we wouldn't have to talk, we were clowns. Like for the kids. We dressed up in clown outfits and passed out like balloons and stuff to little kids. So that we were walking around, and instead of knocking on people's door and asking them if they've been saved by Jesus and whatnot, I we were I had the clown makeup on. I don't remember if I wore a wig or not. I can't remember. Probably did. And just the typical clown outfit. And the kids liked us. I got to walk around without having to really do any work. So I got to really explore. And it was a beautiful mountain village. And there was huts, there was houses, there was a cemetery that they did not bury the people 6 feet or embalm. So you could smell, you know. But there was so many beautiful butterflies, and the mountains were so beautiful, and the sunset. It was like the nature. The people didn't even know that they were poor. So when you're in a place where people are poor and they don't realize it, that's magic. Poor as far as finances. There were some people obviously doing some illegal practices, and they had big screen TVs in their huts and electricity while other people just had a hut with no running water. So we already knew who was living large under the radar and who wasn't. But the ground was the ground. Like you walk into their house or their hut, it was ground. It was not carpet, it was not wood, it was ground. Then you had some people that had houses. So everybody lived together in this one village, and some people had houses, gardens, and some people had huts. Some people had huts with electricity and big screen TVs and furniture in a hut. Some people, I don't know, but they didn't care. They didn't know that anything was wrong, and they just lived and loved everyone and treated everybody kind. That was the most magical place I'd ever been to. It had not really been touched by greed. Um, a lot of, I mean, it had been touched a little bit, but it was preserved for the most part. And that's why I chose to be a clown, because I didn't want to touch any of that either with religion. So I just gave kids some balloons. Yeah, I was Pennywise. You said I was Pennywise. Whatever. I was wise though, right? Because while other people were trying to figure out what are they going to say when they knock on this person's door to try to deliver to them, I was looking around and soaking up the beauty of what, you know, in its natural state, and how people are just happy with little of nothing. And they were so nice and funny. Like, y'all know I'm already crazy and morbid. I was like, do y'all have a cemetery? I was asking the kids in Spanish. Cementerio? Cementerio? Oh, CC. So we did not walk by the cemetery. I asked the kids where the cemetery was, and they led me to the cemetery, the clown, yes. And I gave them extra balloons and told them thank you. So I just wanted to see what their cemetery looked like. You see, everything else. Well, where's the cemetery? But that was me. I think I was like 16 or 17. Then when I got older, I went to Cozumel, and there was like some ruins of like these Mayan temples and things like that. And I walked around. We walked around in this town, and it had lots of ruins everywhere. And just to just to walk near the ruins or in the ruins, it just made you feel like there was something else, a whole different dimension. I don't know. I felt like there was another dimension that was not. I don't even know. I can't explain it. um, no, this was Cozumel that I'm speaking of. Ciudad Victoria was the first place I was speaking of. It's like a little small place. It's not very glamorous, but we went there on this like trip, missionary church trip when I was like 16. Um, Cozumel, of course, with all the Mayan ruins. Then I went back um a while ago. It's just very like it's still like I've been to Monterey too. Very dusty in Monterey, like everywhere you drive. I guess because it's like a lot of dirt and mountains. But it was very beautiful. The homes were very beautiful. I didn't feel any magical things there because I was too young and trying to party at that time. So I wasn't concentrating on that, but it was fun. I had some cool shops. But yeah, I would definitely say so far would be Mexico. New Orleans, it's a different vibe. It's like a darker vibe, like a more spiritual, magical, ghostly, paranormal vibe. But when I say magical, I mean like the magic that children feel like at a young age, and they don't know. Their focus is not who am I going to put a spell on, or can this person read my future or my past, or read these tarot cards for me. It's about how they feel, their energy, their frequency. Mhm. Mhm. I also enjoyed I enjoyed watching how their because I actually went to Monterey with a friend who is from there, and so I enjoyed seeing her family and how everybody interacts with everybody. So it's kind of cool. I like seeing the dynamics of their relationships. It's very different from like America. Hmm. So there are places that I want to visit soon, but I'm going probably plan on that type of stuff, as I go. People say Mexico, yes. um, I've been to Bahamas, but everywhere that I went in the Bahamas was very commercialized because I was on a cruise, and you can't really just go because they have like a time limit, and so you can't really just go off like how you want to go off. So the next time I go, I'll probably try not to go on a cruise, so I have more time to go different places. But it was very nice, but I didn't get to go into the places that I would have seen anything spectacular. Hmm. You're not traveling outside of the country till they stop requiring COVID tests. Well, I did all of that before that. So lucky for me. What about the Bermuda Triangle? They said the Bermuda Triangle has moved up and it's not where you think it is anymore. That's what I heard. I think I did a video on that. That Bermuda Triangle done traveled. If the Earth has shifted, the poles are and the poles are shifting. The Bermuda Triangle has shifted. If the currents in the oceans and the Gulf Stream has changed, so has the Bermuda Triangle location. So just research it. I think I saw that somewhere. Do sharks live there? Probably. I don't know. They lost sharks who lost sharks who don't know where they at. 1 minute I was in the aquarium. Now I'm in the Bermuda Triangle. Hey. You said it's been a portal and always will be. Will I do witchy vlog for Disney World when you go? I don't know. Like, we'll see. They got some witchy stuff there. But see, it's not. I'm not going for myself. I'm going for my daughter's birthday. So I'm trying to make her happy. So I'm not going to be doing a lot of my stuff. If I happen to film something and I can throw a vlog together later without interfering in her fun, I'll do that. But I'm not going to interfere with her birthday. Um, you said is James going? Of course not. um, I always go. I always try to go on vacation by myself. You said, hmm. Well, at least I was honest. But I'll probably meet up with my dad because he lives close to Disney, and we'll probably go visit their family and stuff. Hmm. You said your front door. What kind of things do you and James do together? Watch TV, darling. Um, y'all crazy. How did you start your online store? With a click of a button, dog. Which one? Because I have like a bunch of them. Um, I have an occult shop. It's called Dark Realm Online Occult Shop. I purchased that business and named it. Got like web hosting. Use it like it's like a drop ship company. My other business, my Etsy store, I started that from scratch. I used to make pendulums and jewelry, and I used to do readings. And that Etsy store used to sell my products, like my handmade products and my readings. And then I started selling the elixirs through there because it was easier. Then my Level Up Cosmetics slash stationery shop. I sell stationery now. I got that through Shopify, and I just buy products and wholesale products, and list them, package them. And I actually have a book called How to Do What You Love on Amazon, and kind of gives you like easy ways to start little small businesses. I started off my level up shop on Poshmark Boutique. And then when it grew, I got a Shopify store. So I started small and I let it grow. Oh, my elixirs. There are these alchemies and these elixirs that I sell on my Etsy store, and they go in order from phase 1 to phase 11. And I also have gold, platinum, and copper. These are supplements that you would take. A lot of them do different things, and it says what they do on the store. So, like for example, phase 1 of my elixirs are it should be linked in my description bar. It'll tell you for elixirs. Visit my Etsy shop, and I'll have the link down there. Like if you're in a slump and you need some get up and go and energy and to raise your frequency, start with phase 1. Phase 2 gives you the creativity, blah 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 blah, and they go on and on. Stage 3, intuition. Stage 4, so forth and so on. It just gives you lots of different um, things to build, to your best self. You take it with your chlorophyll and sea moss. Yeah, it's like Elixir 1 helped you sleep better. Oh yes, and the dreams. Yeah. um. Yes, they raise your vibration. Yes. So thank you all for watching. I'm not gonna stay on here all night. Um, but I did want to clear up that question. Are you a witch? Nah, I don't like being labeled, but I do know some stuff and I do what I like to do. Um, you feel better since you took those elixirs? Okay. Do you and James watch Netflix sometimes? Maybe. I've been watching Riverdale. Someone told me, like, I think it was one of y'all. Have you seen Riverdale? I was like, no. I tried to watch it. And I was like, okay, let me watch it. It's decent. It's like murder mystery. So I'm like, who got me watching that? Well, which one of y'all? Sasha calls me basic because I watch Riverdale. I'm like, huh? Girl, this murder mystery. It's like Scooby Doo with different characters. And no dog. Why do you need to stop eating meat? You don't have to. I mean, I don't. I'll never tell people they must stop doing something. I just don't eat it. Do I feel a resonance with Hey Yoka? Mm-mm. I don't know who that is, but I know Pennywise. Uh, There's not that many famous clowns, but I know Pennywise, Krusty the Clown. Who else? Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Um, those are the clowns I grew up with. Okay. What are my thoughts on 144,000 in the Bible? Cold. What is my favorite breakfast? I don't really have a favorite breakfast. I like a lot of different breakfasts, so it doesn't matter as long as it's good. Um, Homie the Clown. Oh yeah, I forgot about Homie from In Living Color. You don't eat bacon and eggs? The last time I ate pork bacon, I was probably a teenager. Last time I ate eggs was probably years ago, like for breakfast. Pancakes, cool. Waffles, cool. Cereal, cool. Sometimes I don't even eat breakfast for breakfast. I eat other stuff like leftovers or whatever. Do I have any psychic abilities? You asking me? I have intuition. I have I have intuition. I would not say I have abilities to tell the future because I can change the future, but I think a lot of people possess the ability to see what path they're on. So like if I'm on a path, I can see what the outcome might be if I choose to do this or if I ask a certain question. Or I'm not going to, if I don't ask at all, then whatever path I'm currently on is probably the path I will remain on until I choose to make a different decision. So I don't know. Hmm. Was that weird? There was a weird noise. There are some um I know the divination tools that I use are very helpful. Pendulums, oracle cards, tarot cards. I even have a magical, I'll say a magical box. And I didn't realize this, but when I bought it, I don't even know if it was thrifted or brand new. I can't even remember. It looks new, but it could have been thrifted too. I think it was thrifted. I have a magical box. And I didn't realize it when I bought it, but on the front of the box, it's just like a storage box that's decorative and it's wood and it has like a little clasp. On the front of the box, there's like words and they're like written in cursive. There's like postage stamps. It says, um, write, write me, or something. I can't remember, something like this. Ask me what you want, or write me a question, or something like that. Like, write me and tell me what you want to know, or something stupid, weird like that, right? And so one day I'm just being silly. And so I write a question on a piece of paper and I put it inside the box and I close it. And I'm walking around, or pick up a book, or I turn on the TV, or I get a text message, or I get on um, YouTube, or I'll open a book and there's the answer. Or someone will come in and say something that is the answer without me asking them a question. It will just come out in their sentence. So, for example, if I asked, I'm just making this up because I don't remember what I asked. What am I going to be doing in a week from today? Maybe someone will walk in and say, um, we're going here in a week, you know. Or if I have a pendulum and I'm going like this and I'm saying, like who is communicating with me right now? What what is the first letter of their name, right? And so I'll have my pendulum chart and I'll have the letters, and let's say it goes on M. And then somebody walks in with an M on their shirt, something like that, right? Or a pendant with an M on it. So um, just weird, just synchronicities and stuff. So that's how that box works. You said pendulums don't work. They work for me. You need a pendulum chart. Just print one out if they don't work for you. What age I started practicing magic? Young. Elementary, junior high school. Hmm. Y'all should have seen me in high school. Had the same hairdo, same lipstick. I was just not as fashionable. That's all. Just a little unpolished, but yes, same outfit, same color scheme, same books. I would check them out from the library most of the time, or I'd buy them or borrow them. Can I talk about the plasma? I feel like I'm getting higher in vibration. The plasma. Plasma is just, you know, I think about clouds and lightning, electricity, electromagnetic frequencies. Ground yourself or let it go. Some people won't buy stuff from thrift shops because they are scared. Spirit attachments are ghosts from old clothes and things. Do you have any method to release trapped spirits? Um, I talked about that earlier in this video. I don't care. Look, trap spirits want a second look. Trap spirits in clothing. Let me ask you a question or items. Now I have a book called Cursed Objects. Yes. I would be it depends on what you're buying. You buying a doll? You buying Annabelle? Are you buying something super old and vintage that looks like it belonged to some weirdo? Maybe. If you're getting those type of vibes. But if you buying something like this, what spirit do you know is attached to this? If I'm a spirit, I'm not attaching myself to this. I'm attaching it to something that I really like and can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm attaching it to something that was very close to me, like jewelry or um, my favorite dress, which if you're dead, you'll probably be buried in it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really think about that type of stuff. I'm just like, y'all can't be worse than me. Okay, that's what I think. Like y'all can't be no worse than me. Yeah, yeah, y'all might leave on y'all own. I don't know. So I think that's the thing. Like most people are so afraid. Y'all might be worse than the people spirit that's attached to the stuff. Y'all might be worse than they might be afraid of y'all. They ain't what these people doing all day. I have to get out of here. So I think of it in reverse. I'm like, these people probably scared. They probably gonna leave on their own if there is anything attached to any. They might like their objects may not have been in a room filled with weird stuff like my room, and it might just leave on its own as soon as it gets up in this room. Like, I'm out of here. Pew, you know, or it might like it, or it might stay. But I can't do this. No, this is not it. So, you know, I'm worried more about if that spirit is going to be comfortable in my space. What do you do for protection, candle magic prayers? Well, protection, I mean, I feel like I was born protected. I don't know. I don't feel like I got insurance on my car. I got insurance, house insurance. I feel I wear lotion and coconut oil, and sometimes my hair is not looking right. I throw a wig on. Um, I just feel protected because I don't feel like I'm in danger. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't walk around in fear. I just walk around and like whatever. Would you be willing to own Ed and Lorraine Warren's collection of haunted objects, Annabelle doll? I tried to buy. I I bought like a one of those old Raggedy Ann dolls. It wasn't old; it was new, and we did a prank on Sasha because it looks like Annabelle. Y'all remember? We put it in the bathroom. Um, like for me, I don't have an issue with buying something like that. But I would probably wait until my kids were grown or mature enough to handle that because I don't think that's fair to the other people that I live with to bring stuff into my house that they might not be comfortable with. But I don't care. Would you be? Yeah, like honestly, Annabelle for real. What did that doll ever even do? I was already the nun for Halloween like 2 years ago. Next, y'all don't remember that? Go look at my vlogs and watch my Halloween vlog from 2 years ago. I had the makeup on and everything. I was the nun. I've already been Annabelle, the demon that was in Annabelle. I've been there, done that. Next, the nun is scary. Yep, that's who I was for Halloween 2 years ago. The nun, or was it 2 3 years ago? I don't remember. It is on YouTube though. I even drew a picture of the nun. Took my artist skills and Sasha burned it. But I took a screenshot of before she burned it. Like I took a picture of my phone before she burned it. Bad Sasha. Let's see. I was trying to find it. Hold on. It'll probably take me a while to find it because I have so many photos. put in art. I'll scroll through if it just pops out. I'll show you that. Oh, I don't see it. Oh well. I probably showed it on one of my previous videos, or you can go look through my vlogs and type in the date. Halloween, like 2 years ago. It should be in there somewhere. I, I can never keep up with all those photos and stuff. But it was cool looking. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll put in painting. Might show up there. Oh, I had Layla's aura done. Mm-hmm. You know how that aura photos when she was little? That was so cute. They have these aura photographers. It's like, I wonder how that not the candle, that camera works like that. Interesting. Her. Oh, I do have a witch for Halloween. My feather witchy hat. That was in 2014. Weird, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't have the none thing. I'll find it and I'll post it up one day on the community section. Y'all could laugh at it. Um, Mandela effect. Did I see Tyson biting off Holyfield's ear? Did I? I heard about it, but I didn't. I never watched it. Actually, I think I saw a replay, but in slow motion. Is Mandela effect real? Is it? Is it real in your universe? Do I practice Satanism? I never studied it, so I don't know. I'm sure most people practice it and because they never studied it. Think about that. I'm sure most people practice it because they've never studied it. If you go to church and you read the Bible, then you practice it. Okay. But are you a witch? It doesn't say that on my birth certificate, but um, I do come from a line of people that practice magic. I'll just say that. We don't, I don't choose to label myself that. Most people will label me that. I'll say I am, I'll say I'm not. I'll say I'm this, I'll say I'm that. I'm a princess one day, I'm a villain the next day, I'm a witch, I'm an alchemist, I'm a whatever I need to be when I need to be it. Okay. I'm whatever I need to be when I need to be it. One day I could just be carefree and trying to be the nicest person in the world and not, and wear a pretty pastel colored dress and some cute sandals and do my makeup all, extra girly, and the next day I can look like this. Why? Because sometimes that's what my day calls for. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said they torture kids because it makes their high blood high in adrenaline, or they can just give them a video game. Um, y'all don't realize like a lot of stuff is real. A lot of stuff is metaphor. A lot of stuff is being done digitally. So you can give a kid a video game and raise their adrenaline. So I do evil sometimes. So everybody do evil. If you go if you go one day without lying to someone, even if it's to not hurt their feelings, if you lie to somebody, is that considered evil? Do you curse at people? Sometimes people are evil and they don't even realize it. So I don't think any living being, except for a newborn baby or a very, very young child, has gone a day without doing quote unquote something evil. Now, do you mean do I curse people and hit people? No, I don't need to do that. I ain't got time to be thinking about other people when I'm thinking about all the stuff I need to be doing. Like, I don't even know people enough to be mad at them. That's the funny thing. Like, I don't know people enough to even have anger issues towards them. Like, that's funny, but it's true. Like, I don't know you enough to be that mad at you. Bye. Wasting my time and good old ingredients and stuff. I mean, look, it's like you're not worth that organic essential oil nor that incense. This is you're not worth a good old jar that I cleaned and got the glue off of, had to put it through the dishwasher. You're not worth that, darling. I had to scrub glue off that mason jar, off that Atlas jar. You're not worth that jar, baby. That's for someone special, not you. hmm So that's how I'm thinking. Like, you're not worth the ingredients or the tools. If I'm that mad at you, I just forget you. That's the worst thing. hmm Um, Evil means something different to somebody. Yeah, what's evil to me? I'll tell y'all something that's evil to me that probably is not evil to some people. Evil to me is gossip videos. That's evil to me. But to some people, people will gossip in church. Um, so do I believe God? Do I believe in God? Do I believe in me? Controversy. Controversy. I really like that Prince song. Y'all go listen to that. Um, yeah. Yeah, evil to me is when you curse someone out, um, say mean things and actually mean them, and actually mean them. That's evil. Um, when you make whole gossip videos about people, that's evil too. But I guess a lot of people are evil and see that that's good. Um, Mm-hmm. Anything evil is that which tortures my soul. Right. But see, is it evil if someone forgives you? Is it still evil? If you did something against someone and they said, "Oh, I forgive you. It's okay. Because I know why you did it." Is that evil? Then. So, like I said, I'm not good and evil. Just different, different aspects of choices that we've made. Evil lives. Oh, we're decoding. Okay, okay. You put it in the mirror and it's lit. It's live. So I guess I'm evil. If you put this in the mirror, it'll say evil instead of live in the red. There we go. I guess don't reverse this video or else it'll be evil. hmm By being a witch, evil spirits visit you. They do. I find that when I'm around people that are negative and have bad habits, they visit you more. Um, hmm Now you could be a witch all you want, but until your frequency has been lowered to attract certain energies, then no, you're not. hmm And to some people, witch means a totally different thing. Like you might think witches are evil. Some people do. Some people don't. Some people think it's a religion or it's a title or it means wise woman or it means this or it means that or it means a woman who's smarter than that man over there who can figure out how she did that, what she did. Who knows? It means you know stuff that the other people don't. I don't know. It just means certain things to certain people. So um back in the old days they would persecute women as witches because they wanted their property. Ooh, that's a witch. Oh, because we want her property. So ooh, that's a witch because we can't have her. Oh, that's a witch because my husband was looking at her. Oh, that's a witch because she looked better than me. You know. So back in the old days, they used to call people witches just to get them in trouble or to get them killed. But we don't live in the old days, so it doesn't mean anything bad. It just means they know stuff and they know the craft that witches know. That's it. hmm And create darkness. I make peace and create evil. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's in the Bible. Back then, they called women who like to be in nature witches. It's all case by case basis. You can have a woman who's not a witch and do worse stuff to people than the one who claims to do magic. Yeah. All they need is this. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You can do worse damage to someone with this than you could do with witchcraft. So you tell me who's doing it wrong. So you like It's so silly that people will point the finger and say, "Oh, you're a witch," but you got somebody over here uh, calling, these people and that people and spreading stuff about you and doing this, and that, and making your life a living hell. But oh, this person over here who got some type of knowledge, that's a that's a bad person. Okay. Mm-hmm. Whatever. You said I gotta get possessed by an evil spirit and do a crossword. No, I don't do crosswords. That would be on Stacey. She don't do no crosswords. Oh, I don't do crosswords. Yeah. She says she a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet. That was funny though, right? You said, but the angelic has caused so much atrocities. That's like a doctor. You got some crooked doctors too, scamming and oh yeah, this person is worth more for their organs than they are alive. You got doctors supposed to save lives. What? We live in an age now where everybody gotta keep their eye on everybody. It's like, I got you. I don't trust you. I don't trust doctors. I don't trust you. Said the angelic. I don't, trust yourself. Look within. Know thyself. Okay. That's why I think a lot of people are upset. Everybody wants to be in some type of order. Just be everything and nothing at the same time. Then you don't have to worry about nothing. That's my philosophy. Be everything and be no thing at the same time. Like for me, like 0, 1, -1, 2, -2, 3, -3. They're all a degree. Where's the 0 at? The 0 creates on both sides at the same time, simultaneously in different dimensions on the same degree at different what? Okay, be everything and nothing at the same time. So don't label yourself. You put a label on you, now you this, now you that. Erica Badu said she was going underwater with $3.06. The circle of 0. A degree of a circle. So anyway, can't be both as humans. Can't be both what? Be stuck in the middle. It's not stuck. It's where it starts. There is no middle. Yeah, don't let me get philosophical up over here. Look, I write a whole book and confuse you, and you be mad because you bought it. Okay, how's 0 the middle if it's the beginning and the end? You turn it down, it's still turn it around, it's a 0. Turn it upside down, it's a 0. Put it in the mirror, it's a 0. Divide it by itself, it's a 0. Period. Don't don't make me write a book called 0 and just put a 0 in it and sell it for $20. Words that rhyme with zero. Hero. Shiro. Okay. De Niro. The middle is a construct we made to fill in Alice. Yeah, we made that. So it doesn't really exist except for in the imagination of those who made it and learned it and memorized it. I think by being so like thinking out of the box, using philosophy and transmutation, you can solve many problems and think different ways and raise your frequency by just your thoughts. A lot of stuff was created and invented and used as measurements to do that very thing. So instead of memorizing someone else's creation and invention to raise their frequency, you create your own or your own way of thinking about it. So that's what I do. I don't need to memorize and remember other people's stuff unless it's something that I'm interested in. I'll create my own method of doing that, just like people do. Like if people can create types of math, then you can create so many other things. You said how to stop wanting white boys. Go get one. Then you won't want one because you're gonna have one. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Duh. Zero, baby, zero, zero wants because you got. You know, I was looking at things I want, my Poshmark board, and I got them all, so I don't want them no more. I looked at it was an old Poshmark. I mean, not Poshmark, an old Pinterest board called Things I Want. I got all that stuff, but now I had to delete the thing because I don't want it no more because I got it. So that's how you stop wanting it. Don't get it. Bam. Zero wants because you have one. Exactly. It wants one. What do you think about? No, I don't. Jeff going to space. I mean, if it's true, I mean he made Amazon what it is today. I think he deserved to go to space. Shoot, Amazon is a genius. Way to get stuff in a quick, fast, and in a hurry. Um, if anybody on the planet deserved to go, it would be him and Michael Jackson. Made life easy during the corona. You can't go out and get nothing with Amazon. The Blue Origin is such a beautiful name. What? What? Hi, Shira. You look so cute with bangs. Thank you. Appreciate that. I just cut them myself. He named it Blue Origin. I don't care what he named it. I mean, I guess if I was that rich and there was nothing else to do and there was nowhere else to go, like, you want to go to space? I'm like, oh, I guess. I guess I already been everywhere on Earth, so I guess I should go see space. Maybe we can start delivering up there. Well, wait, I'm not the CEO of Amazon anymore, but um, maybe I could figure out how to do something with space. I don't know. Ooh, space is so fun. I can see all the millions of satellites or surrounding the Earth. Doesn't look at all like the photos they show on television. Hmm. I mean, that's the only reason I go to space. I've been everywhere else, and I'm bored. Ain't nowhere else to go but space. I mean, you haven't been everywhere, have you? Everywhere I wanted to go, I guess. Have you ever been to the underground? Yeah, I've been there. I built a clock in the mountains and had to dig it. Well, where haven't you been? Space. Well, go ahead. Go to space then. Have fun. See you when you get back. Tell me how it was. Was it exciting? Did y'all see some aliens up out there? Right. They got space ghosts? Or is that just on the cartoons? Mm. Takes 6 months to get to space. That's too long. Does it? Does the flipped gravity core of the Earth exist from King Kong versus Godzilla? Well, if the planet is heating up and the center of the Earth is iron and it gets hot and heated up from the magma and all the heat from inside the Earth, and it melts the iron and it shifts and tilts the liquid to a different part of the Earth, then yeah, it's like take a ball of liquid, and whichever direction the liquid is melted the most, is that's where the Earth is going to shift. If it's true, so they say. See, I live in a world where it could be true or false, depending on my mood. Nothing like, here's my thing. It doesn't have to be a fact if it doesn't work in your favor. Hmm. I'll change it up quick if it's true. Then conspiracy comes in. No, we don't know that. How we know that? So, if you don't believe in something or you don't believe something, it can never be a fact, even if it can be proven. If you don't believe the person that's doing the experiment to prove it, it's still, you can't believe it. So it doesn't make it true in your world, which means it won't affect you in a certain way. So it all depends on what you believe and choose to believe. How move forward from loss of older sister? Does it matter? We are in an argument when she died. What happens if someone commits suicide? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think they know how you really feel and if you really meant it, and probably um, not carrying over a lot of that anger. They're probably more at peace, you know. So I really wouldn't worry about it. I think it's more on your end that the guilt is. And as far as someone committing suicide, I mean, you can't blame yourself, and you don't know what that person was thinking, and that might have been their answer. But at the same time, I mean, it was their choice. It's probably sucks for the rest of the family, and it's a very selfish thing. But at the same time, it is their own choice. You know, I don't know. Like some cultures look at it different than other cultures, so I don't know. Some people put a stigma on it. Some people say, "Oh, I don't know what people believe in their mind. Maybe she doesn't believe in death. I don't know if she did or not. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe she just thought it was going to be a transference of energy and into wherever she wanted to be or someplace else. So I mean, it's sad, but at the same time we have to look at it in a different way in order to not feel as bad about it. So yeah, sorry for your loss, but at the same time, don't blame yourself. Everything happens for a reason, and just try to use a way to see it as a lesson or something positive, and maybe you can appreciate the other people around you more, you know. Hmm. Pastors that are watching you live now will be thinking that you possessed by evil spirits. And I will be getting that collection plate from them later when they possessed by evil spirits of lust. When I walk up in the church. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll be getting that building fund, darling. I've done it before and I'll do it again. Um, Back in the day when I was a mortician, I had to go to different churches for funerals. Yes, it happened quite a bit. So let them think what they want. I know what they about, for real. He said, thank you. She was sprinkle, sprinkle. You gonna respect me. Right. So I'm gonna get them tithes, offerings, and them building funds. You want to possess this too, okay? You know they like to be talked to like that. You know, we the only people that will talk to them that way. So they like it. You said walk up in this church and own it. That's right. You got to. So where the first lady sit? I bet you in okay. I bet the ancient archives. I bet in about 100 years. No, 35 years from now, there will be stripper poles in the church. 35 years from now. Tell them who said it first. Maybe I didn't say it first, but they're gonna be stripper poles up in the church in 35 years. Okay, done. You said less. I gave it 35 years. Just so there's some people that will be holding back. There's gonna be stripper poles in the church in 35 years because they're gonna need a way to get people to come. Trying to tell you. Y'all gotta come to church. There's some good strippers in there today. They stripping for the Lord. Play that song. They're gonna be stripping the gospel music. Kanye West. Okay. We're strippers for the Lord. We have our own parking spots up front next to the deacons. Blasphemy. Will y'all be stripping in an office? When the door locked, shut up. Oh, y'all can do that behind closed doors, but y'all can't do it on a pulpit. Bring it out. Let's go. Why? Y'all gonna be getting paid triple double. I bet you that building fund will get paid. Bet you people be bringing all their cash to the church. When the strippers go up, put out the basket, baby. I'm trying to teach. Do y'all know that's probably what the future is going to hold, especially in America. I predict the first stripper church will be in Las Vegas, then New Orleans, maybe California, then New Orleans. But it's going to be a club in a church building, but a strip club. They're gonna put a little spin on it. Um, then it's going to start popping up everywhere. Stripper church. You said you going, everybody be in church every Sunday. You be trying to go on Wednesdays, Sundays. They're gonna stay for extra Bible study. They're gonna have the male strippers too now, ladies. Don't be offended. It's not gonna be one way. But they're gonna have on the right side, they're gonna have a female. On the left side, they're gonna have the male strippers. It's gonna be like alchemy. They're gonna be in sync. Okay. Possessed by an evil succubus of lust. Yes, those preachers are. Let me tell you. I'm over here trying to bury the dead, and here they come. Ooh, you look good. Don't you step into my office. Sure. No, thank you, but you must be possessed by the evil spirit of lust, Pastor. I'm trying to get this chapel ready so a family can say goodbye to their deceased loved one, and you worrying about the wrong thing, sir. That's a spirit of lust. You got a dead body in the house, and you worried about something else. Okay, I done seen it. The offerings for the Lord. Men strippers are okay, way too aggressive. They'll be stripping for the Lord, so they're going to do it in a holy way. It's going to be very artistic, like praise dancing, but with less clothes. I don't know why we got on this topic, because someone said that I was possessed. If a pastor saw me, that he would say that I was possessed by evil spirits. And so I said, the pastors are possessed by evil spirits of lust, because several have displayed that to me in my past while trying to work funerals and wakes at the church. And also, I said in 35 years that the church will have strippers, because they need people to come back. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all know my sense of humor. We crazy over here. We just keep talking. We said Lil Nas X on Saturday Night Live. Yep. And like, that's what they're gonna be dancing to. So dark energy and light energy can be used for good. Tools can be used for anything. You can use a screwdriver to build and fix them, or you can use it to hotwire a car. What you gonna do with it? That's the question. You can use tools to steal and destroy, or build and create. What you gonna do with it? That's up to you. If you want a 1, a 0, or a -1, You gonna dig or you gonna build? You just gonna stay on the ground? You know, in Tibet, oh, I don't know, was it the monks that do this? They make these beautiful, intricate sand mandalas with all these colors, and then they just erase it. That's zero. You know, or you have people that have monuments that have been up for thousands of years. You know, that's not zero. You said Pazuzu, yeah. So you have like artists that can do all types of things, but choose not to. You have monks that know so much, but don't make a name for themselves. You have people that have certain qualities, but don't want certain lifestyles. So you have so many different types of people that can use their mind for good or evil, or for nothing at all but self enjoyment. Sometimes you can be good, sometimes you can be evil, sometimes you can be a zero, sometimes you can be neutral. Sometimes you can be a proton, a neutron, or an electron. You know, it's depend on what you want. Wait, you can't multiply zero by zero because it's already everything and nothing at the same time. You can't multiply everything and nothing at the same time. So if you really think about it, zero is zero is there but not there. Exactly. It's there. Without that, there's nothing else. Take the zero away, you ain't got the one or the negative one. So you gotta have it. It's like, how do you get people on the earth? Somebody gotta somebody gotta give birth to somebody, right? People, yeah. There has to be the seed, the egg, the zygote, the something. You just don't pop up with people. You don't just have a person and a person, a live person and a dead person. You gotta have the whole the holy person first, the zero, the whole. Gotta have the whole first. And to have the whole, you have to have the ground. Can't have no hole without no ground. There you go. Does that make sense? You can't have a hole without the ground. That's why they call it ground zero. There you go. Can I? You're ground zero, ladies. Ground zero. You gotta plant the seed in the ground. You gotta have ground zero first. Seeds, 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 seeds blow in the wind. Hmm. Seeds are from plants, flowers. space, the sky. If you're certain type of creature from yourself, if you're an amphibious, asexual creature, you can fertilize your own eggs. I don't know. Hmm. But what our one eye symbols mean? It has so many different meanings. Yeah, it means so many things. The all-seeing eye. Um, it means the eye of Ra. It means you have the eye of Horus, the eye of Ra. You have the all-seeing eye. You have the thalamus. You have the pineal gland. You have all of that. It all means the same. Right eye, left eye, middle eye, the all-seeing eye. When the two become one. Women didn't need men in order to get pregnant. Can we grow our own seed? I don't know. It's too scientific to get into. There's some genetic altering that could go on that could do that, but who knows? I don't. I'm not trying to think about it because I don't really care. I mean, you can make it on your own anyway. I don't know if they can grow meat in a lab. I don't know what else they can do, baby. I don't know. All them chickens there just at Popeyes. There ain't that many chickens in the world. Okay, so they doing something. Y'all know that. Um, go. The third eye also represents the rising of the Kundalini energy. What we can grow our own seed. Yeah. Well, physically, spiritually, astrally, there's different planes that we live on, and we can do certain things on certain planes that we can't do on the physical plane. I'll just say that. So, like, I don't know what to tell you. It's like it's too much to think about. I don't even want to go into it. Just sit there and think about it for a while. You'll get it. Sing Beyonce if I were a boy. You'll get it. If I were a boy. Go watch the video. Then you might understand. It was like, hmm? It's deep. It's deep. I know, right? Why do all famous people do the one eye symbol? I mean, maybe it's in a contract. I don't know. I don't. It's in the contract and it's fine in the fine print. Gotta do it. Hmm? Where state that at? Right there in the fine print. In those words you don't understand. Oh, I don't know. I'm just joking. Why don't you ask a famous person? Excuse me, why y'all do that? Like, you ever meet someone famous, instead of asking them some other question, ask them that. Shoot. They might just tell you. You never know. How to be more mean and what to get your way. Just do it. I don't know. Just it has to be natural. You got just practice on people that you don't like. I don't know. Just practice on. I don't know. Like first of all, people must accept you and like you because you're you, and they'll be willing to overlook those qualities, but they'll also be able to, you know, do what you want them to do. You said go to customer service and you'll get mean real quick. Yep. Go try to return something at a store with a long line with no receipt. That's not Walmart. There you go. You said Beyonce is quite bland to me. Um, I think Beyonce is quite bland to her public. She's from Houston, Texas. She's not bland, darling. What you see is bland. Y'all know she's crazy for real. I think what happened was she got tired of people like making fun of her. She really can't be herself to the public, so she just has a public persona that's created for giving interviews, speaking publicly. Da 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 da. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Somebody said go to the DMV, renew your driver's license. You'll get mad quick. You said when she was goofy, people called her dumb. Hmm. Like you can't win if you be yourself, because then people will think you're stupid because you have an accent. I think the more famous you are, the more people look for things to scrutinize about you. So it doesn't matter. Well, I think once people realize that, they don't care no more. Like, look, yeah, I'm talking about bland, this, and that. That's why, like, when a lot of people get on the top, people are looking to see them fall, or they're not the big deal. But as soon as you meet them in person, oh, Beyonce, I love you. You're the best thing ever. You're the most exciting person in the world. You know, it's a different story, but you know. Can I get your autograph? Oh, can I get your sweaty towel? But at the same time, some people aren't starstruck, some people are, but I don't know. It doesn't matter if she's bland to you or not. Maybe you like it super extra. You know, some people have different tastes. You like super extra. Shoot, you need somebody like a Cardi B that's crazy and gonna cuss you out on TV in public in front of your mom. That's what you need. That ain't bland, is it? Too many people working in retail and disease care establishment do not like dealing with other humans. What? That's true. Well, when they say someone is bland, they want somebody to cuss them out in front of their mama in public on TV. That's that means to me. Oh, that's bland. Okay. You want something exciting? Here we go. You said Beyonce looks so unhappy. You gotta look unhappy so people don't envy you. Woe is me. That's good. That's called acting. That's called acting. I'd be. If I was Beyonce, I'd look like that too on purpose so people wouldn't bother me. She looks so unhappy. Hmm. Why is she screaming? That's funny, right? It's like, okay, we got to go out on the stage and get this award, and we look like I'm depressed, so people don't bother. You love how Beyonce played the game. Beyonce be playing. She's smart too. She learned from the best. Okay. Have you ever read books on Kabbalah? I found one at my thrift store. Um, I have. Do I have that book? I don't know. I read something about. I have books with that topic and subject and charts and all that stuff in it. I've looked at a lot of it. I've seen a lot of it. I was reading about some of it last night. She learned that narcissistic tactic from her husband, and he learned it from somebody else. Yeah, but they, let them be, because I mean, we don't know what it's like to walk in their shoes. I think they're each other sometimes. You know what I mean? I think they're versions of each other, and I think they're married, so they're versions of each other. In the sacred marriage and alchemy, the two become one. I would love to hear your perspective about Saturn's moon. It's a moon. There's a movie. You can go watch it. I think it's on Netflix. It's called Titan. Hmm. You said Nipsey Hussle was so weird. He got famous after death. Yep. See? Now you see me, now you don't. It's a hustle, baby. Don't know what to tell you. um, y'all know, like, the stuff that I teach, how I decode, how I see things, how I look at stuff. Sometimes, like, I'm not. sometimes I'm not 100% sure that people want you decoding all their stuff, or if they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but why put it in your name if you don't know, if you don't want nobody figuring it out? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you got to look at words backwards, spell them backwards sometimes too. Okay. If you asking me about the blue thing, the origin word, spell origin backwards, and then pronounce it to yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Think about the word blue. What does it mean? Indigo. Who are the indigos? Well, it's out in space. It ain't no oxygen. It's radiation. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All I know is what I think I know. I think you're focused on the wrong things. You attract what you fear. I fear people finna start fearing what they want. Oh, oh my God. It's not what you fear, it's what you think about. It's what you keep thinking over and over. If the fear is your focus, that's a problem. So focus on something else. Instead of, that's why I say if you're scared of something, learn about it. You'd be too busy learning about it, and the focus will be on gathering the knowledge versus fearing the unknown about that in which you are afraid of. So if you're busy learning, like um, if you're busy getting to know someone when someone labeled them bad, but and you're afraid of them, but you get to know them and they're not bad at all, you don't fear them anymore. Like, dang, this person said that you were bad, but you're not that bad. Shoot, I like you. I don't fear you. You know, we more alike than you think. I don't fear you because I am just like you. You know, if you think like that, you have no reason to fear stuff. Or they might fear you more than you fear them in the end. Once they get to know you too, like, oh my gosh, I thought I was bad. So we can't go by assumptions. Like, why? Do you know enough to fear that thing, or do you know enough about certain things to fear that? So I like, you might fear a person, but they might fear you even more. If y'all got to know each other, you might have some stuff they ain't even touched on yet. Or it could be vice versa. You may thought you were all big and bad, and then you meet somebody and they're the quiet, person in the room, like, dang. So we don't know what to fear until we learn what it is to be feared. And by the time we learn about it, we already have the solutions for it and understand and know how to deal with it. hmm I found the statue on Amazon. I had to look it up. Oh, you're talking about John. Talking what statue? Oh, you learn from experience. Yep. Booty and the Beast. Somebody say Booty and the Beast. Tale as old as time. That's funny. Focus rhymes on with pocus, hocus pocus. And C, easy peasy. Whole cuss. Come on. The whole is cussing. Poke us. The whole cursed you, and now you getting poked in the booty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hocus pocus. It's funny, right? But it's true. um, but it's funny, right? Like when you think about those words, like really say them, really say them. Like whole cuss, whole curse, okay? Poke us. Dang, that's messed up. Focus for curse. Focus for curse. You got to put your intentions in it. You got to focus on that hocus pocus. And words are spells, though. Like, seriously. Fear of not being in control and trauma bonding to shame. Fear of not being. You're always in control, even when you don't think you are. Because what, like, if you're thinking about something, if you're thinking and your frequency and you're vibrating on some frequency, you make a choice, that's your control. Every cell in your body, every cell in your body, your DNA is you. If your frequency is high because you know who you are, then you always in control, even when you don't think you are. Your DNA, your body will always take over. Like the frequency of you will always take over. Whether it's on your astral body, your physical body, mental, it's all you. If you don't associate yourself with yourself as a physical body, it's because physically you can observe yourself. Therefore, you are not your physical body. So you're always in control. So if you don't feel like you're in control of yourself, it's because you're looking at yourself as an object from two separate perspectives. Like I'm looking at a desk right now. I'm not that desk, but I'm in charge of that desk. It's my desk and I own it. If I was the desk and I looked at my drawers and my handles, I would be looking at myself from a higher perspective. So therefore, I'm still in control. Even if I was a desk or if I own a desk, I'm still in control. Period. I'm made of the same stuff as the desk. If you just break it down in different frequencies. So I am the desk. The desk is me. I'm in charge of the desk. The desk is in charge of me. I'm a zero and a hero and a shero. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So it doesn't matter. I'm always in control. Or in no control. Or there is no control. But either way you look at it, you are. That's why they say I am. So say I am. There is no this or that. I just am. Period. If you want to get technical, I just am done. I'm done. I am done. I am Not done. I'm just beginning, or I'm done, or I just am. Don't even put nothing after it. But when we're talking about other things, we come down, we come down, we come down. We think about, okay, well, since I can't be I am all the time, what am I going to do today? What am I going to put on YouTube today? What am I going to wear today? How am I going to wear my hair today? I have to, we can't always be in the I am, or we can't always think I am the desk and the desk is me. And we can't always be in the philosophical, but except for when you're trying to win an argument, then you could do it. That way you'll always win. And people will just stop arguing with you. Like, don't argue. You know how they say don't argue with God? That's why. That's why they say that. Because I am. But then you have to think about, like, people are going to get the wrong idea because they're going to think, oh, they're not humble. They think they're God. You're your own God too. You just don't realize it because you've been taught to see yourself separately. Okay, so like you're your desk too. You're in control of you and your desk is in control of you too. I'm not special. You can do the same thing. Even in the Bible it says ye are gods. Like you believe everything else, why you don't believe that? I believe everything else in the Bible except for 90% of it. That's how a lot of religious people are. They believe everything in the Bible. They believe 10% of what's in the Bible. But when you try to tell them what else is in there, that's not true. Yes, it is. It's in your Bible. Where did it say that at? Right here. That's what the pastor be skipping over. Because, he trying to make y'all get that building fund going. Okay. Um, that's not what I heard. Well, did you read it? When I read that, it sounds like my head. Oops. Hey, dumbass, ye are gods. I know, right? Hey, Jesus, they say that you're the Son of God. You say that I am. Are you the Son of God, Jesus? You say that I am. You must recognize something. Oh, ye are gods too. What? No, I'm not. Okay, I guess you ain't. Just continue to follow me. All right. Till y'all figure it out. I don't know. They in here time. Oh, the the Bible said, "Ye shall not suffer a witch to live." That's cold, baby. You shall not suffer. That means you should not allow a witch to suffer to live. That means don't cause her no trouble. Don't make her suffer while she's here and alive. Okay. Why they choose the word suffer? Think about it. Do not suffer a witch. Ye shall not suffer a witch to live. Okay, so you shouldn't suffer a witch to live. So you shouldn't have to suffer a witch to be alive. So go somewhere else. It can mean that too. If you don't like it, bye. That's basically what it means. A witch is to live. See, you could change it all around in several ways. That's why they wrote it like that. You shouldn't suffer a witch just to live. So go somewhere else. Move. You said leave us alone. And then half the people in the Bible be going to witches anyway. Sorcerers, witches, seers, most people that can turn magicians and all that kind of stuff, doing magic all up and through the Bible and talking about witches. Oh, I'm gonna turn water to wine. I'm gonna practice necromancy. I'm going to, turn this stick into a snake and make all this nature stuff happen. Oh wait, no, that's technology. Whatever. Well, this witchology. Bye. You said Hamlet, Shakespeare, whoever wrote it, right? Go to witch doctor for fertility. What? Yeah. Oh, light this candle, say this prayer, worship this deity. But you ain't doing no type of witchcraft or magic. Say this chant 3 times and your sins will be forgiven. Huh? Sounds very familiar. Mm-hmm. I get to use, you get upset when your partner being a jerk because I know it's, hmm? Suffer not the children to, what? Why does Jesus speak in parables? Remember they asked him, why do you speak in parables? Because I'm a zero, baby. You figure out what it means. What does it mean to you? Make it mean what you want it to mean. That's why. I'm just gonna be a zero. I'm gonna say the words and you can make it negative or positive. It's what you want. It ain't about me. That's why I speak in parables, sir. God sees every last hair on your head. What if you bald? Do he see all them hairs and where they fell? Because he got a lot of eyes looking at hair that fell out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some of them in the vacuum cleaner, in the garbage, down the sink. He must be, his eyes must be throwing gang signs. Um, I don't know how he could even focus. Okay, that's why our perspective is how quote unquote things are seen. So if I can see you and I'm you know and I'm not looking down the drain at this time, so you can see the hair on my head since you're not looking down the drain at this time. So good for you. You said I'm a sassy Yoda. Hmm. You can see me. I figured this would turn to bashing Christianity. That's my cur. It's not bashing Christianity. It's bashing religion. Period. It's the same. Everything is the same. They just use different words. It's a synonym for the next thing. That's what I'm trying to show y'all. Religion is a synonym for the same stuff as everyone else in every type of looking glass mirror. Same thing. Lift, elevator. Tomato, tomato. Same thing. You can't bash something that has its roots and it's not even, that has its roots in something. It's kind of like I would be bashing something that has its roots in something else. You can't bash something that has its roots in something else that you are not bashing. So what's the point? You said remember gang gang. Right. You can't bash something that got its roots somewhere. I'm bashing the tree, but its roots I like. Is planted from the same seed and bears the same fruit. You said love the tree, hate the fruit. The fruit is the same thing. They just named it something else. Shoot. You know how when they're writing reviews on a hotel or like trying to give you a review instead of saying it's in the ghetto, they'll just say, "Oh, it's in the bustling life of the urban uh something," instead of saying it's in the ghetto. They just change the words, okay? Basically, they're using different adjectives, names, and things to describe the same exact stuff. hmm And pagan or witchcraft or whatever, ancient religions or ancient spiritual practices. They do the same thing in every religion. They just name it something different so that people could adopt it, and there is a way to control it. That's all. Like I don't bash anybody. Men are men, whether they pastors or not. Okay. They gonna be a man. They don't stop being a man because they get up on a pulpit. They see something good looking, they gonna try to go after it, just like any other man. If that's what they want to do. I mean, being a pastor in a church gives you a false sense of power. So, I mean, we can look at it from different aspects, psychologically, religious. If you're gonna look at, if you're gonna look at a pastor as a religious person that can do no wrong or evil, then they can't be human. Okay, because everybody do wrong. Um, you said you respect priests for real though. For what? You know what I respect? I respect the discipline and the hiding. Like y'all some good hiders, and y'all be disciplined in public and be you hiding. Y'all know how to cover up some stuff. I'm telling y'all that. I respect how they be covering up stuff and lying. That's what more can you do? Just like the government, I respect how they be lying and covering up stuff too. Um, it doesn't mean I agree with it, but I see why they be doing it. I mean, once you have to look a certain way in public, and your image must be a certain way, you must uphold a certain belief system, then you got to lie and cover stuff up. Duh. I guarantee you there are witches and people that practice magic and voodoo and hoodoo and any type of paganism that are more honest than anybody in the government or the church. Period. And I'm not talking bad about them. I mean, if you have an image to uphold, you got to uphold that image. It's called public relations. Okay, so You said you're a good person because you're too honest. I'm too honest too. When I was a teenager, I tried to take all those personality tests to get jobs. I fail all the time because I'm too honest. What would you do if you saw a coworker stealing? Would you tell on them, tell them to put it back, steal too? I'm like, act like you didn't see it. I'm like, ain't none of my business. I'm half blind anyway. Nope, you can't work here. Well, because I ain't no snitch. Fine, then I steal too. Then how about that? Nope. Okay. Immediately go tell a manager. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. He's stealing because y'all don't pay him enough. Couldn't pass the personality test or whatever, the ethical test, because I'm too honest. I couldn't pass the ethical test because I'm too honest. Do you see how it works? I was too honest. I should have lied. So that's why I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying everybody got to do what they got to do. And what you think good is could be bad, and what you think bad could be actually good, or vice versa, or it could be everything could be neutral because everybody got their vices. There's no good or bad. Somebody doing something that contradicts everything that they're doing. Just talking parables and be a zero. Exactly. You create what you think. If you think it's good, it's good. If you think it's bad, it's bad. If you don't care, it don't matter. So however you want to see the world, that's how you see it. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people who practice magic, a lot of people who create their own world or through their own mind, that they choose to see the world as they want to see it. Some people are told how to see it. Some people create how they want to see it or think how they want to see it. So it's up to us. Hmm. Do you want to see the world like, you know, I'm getting ready to go, but just sometimes really just try not to judge and just try to figure out if you were in a certain situation, what would you do? And that's why you can't even be mad at people. You can't even really be mad at people because you don't know what you would do in their situation. I mean, yeah, there are people that do absolute wrong things. There are people that do wrong things, and yes, terrible things. I'm not talking about those people. We already know they just messed up. I'm talking about people that do like everyday things that people deem morally incorrect and just judge them by like talking bad about them. But like people that are actually committing heinous crimes, that's totally different. Hmm. You like my facial expressions. Are you sure? You're just saying that. If I were to judge somebody, they would be so bored with my judgment because I'd be like, well, it ain't your fault. You can't blame anybody. I got to blame the sun for giving us life and the moon and for giving us tides. And if it wasn't for those two things, we wouldn't exist. So, it's not your fault. It's just butterfly effect. I just be going all off. Please, ma'am, get off the. You're not a judge. You're go write a book. Well, you wanted me to judge it, man. I'm just trying to measure. butterfly effect, sun, moon, orbit, elliptic, spiral universe, moon is 1 inch to the left, no life on Earth. It's the moon's fault. If the moon was 1 inch left, this person wouldn't be alive, and neither would us, and I wouldn't be here, and neither would you, bye. Okay? If the moon really exists, that's what they say. So I don't even know what to believe. So I can't judge you. Ma'am, I'm going to hold you in contempt. This is my courtroom. I'll hold myself in contempt if I feel like it. I'm holding myself in contempt. Case dismissed. Bye. Um, you said everything is made up. Stay woke. Exactly. That was the message. Live your life off the wall, like Michael Jackson said. Do what you want to do. Ain't no rules. It's up to you. I'm contempt of my own court. People are laughing. There's rules if you want rules, but you can transmute rules through alchemy. You see, like if you know the rules, then you know how to the loopholes. You know the law, you know the loophole. If you know the loophole, you know the zero. Okay. A Jack Skellington dog. Okay. just done. It was a dead ghost dog named Zero. The loophole is the zero. Keep trying to tell you. You better find the loophole. You better find the zero, baby. If you find the zero, then you're free. So always look for zero. You said Eve was a loophole. The cat in Coraline was the loophole. Black cat. You see the ones and zeros. I see ones and zeros. You better look at them zeros. You said got it. Is right or wrong? Blue origin means black devil's daughter. Is it? Sounds a bit racist to me, but accurate. So one person's angel is another person's devil, though. So, you know. One person's angel is another person's devil. One person's devil is another person's angel. One person's poison is another person's medicine. One person's medicine is another person's poison. Where is the loophole? Oops, I just did the thing. Oops. Y'all remember they asked me, why do people do this? The one eye? The loophole. The loophole. I see you. Trash is another man's treasure. So if you have somebody in the dumpster looking for treasure, is that a loophole? Dumpster diving is a loophole. Witches are a child of the devil. Some people's devil is another person's God. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who is the devil? Who is the God? Mm-hmm. The Oscar the Grouch, he was the loophole. That's why Elmo fell in his garbage trail and went to a whole other dimension, and he went to Grouch Land. Did y'all see that? It was pretty good. Oscar's trash can led to a whole nother world and dimension. Literally. Go watch Elmo in Grouch Land. If y'all have kids, y'all probably seen it. Fraggle Rock. Oh yeah, that was good. I need to put my sayings on fortune cookies. That's a good idea. So she was selling she was Star Goddess fortune cookies. Better find the loophole. Lucky number 0. All the numbers on the back gonna be 0. Uh, Mark Twain has a coded motion film. Okay. All right, y'all. Good luck finding good luck finding the loopholes. Don't judge others. You decide if something is good or bad. It's actually neither. Just find a loophole. Okay. See y'all. Bye.